Good afternoon. We are going to create a portrait today. And hopefully this will be a little easy for you because we've already made one portrait this year with our Gustav Klimt wrapped in our quilts. This particular portrait's going to be a little bit different though, okay? We're going to do something fun with this portrait next class. So we've got to get our portrait ready to go. So first thing is you're going to get a piece of paper and you're going to write your name and class code on it. Okay. And every person is going to get an oval stencil. Okay. This oval stencil is going to help us with our head. You can see it's nice and big because we want to have a very nice close-up portrait of us. Okay. So we're going to take our circle stencil and we're not going to put it at the top because we're going to be doing stuff up there, and we're not going to put it in the middle because that's still even a little too far high on our paper. So we're going to put it kind of down here. I'm going to leave a little bit of space down here at the bottom, maybe a couple fingers worth, about like that. Make sure I got the same amount of space on each side. Get it there. Okay. I'm going to take my helping hand, hold my circle stencil, and then I'm going to trace around it. Remember, you can always ask a friend at your table and you can work together in pairs. You can hold the stencil for each other while they trace theirs, and then you can swap jobs for their picture, okay? So you can always work together to help each other trace. But we're gonna trace around our circle stencil, just like so, okay? So there's my head, okay? The next thing I'm gonna do down here at the bottom is I'm gonna add my body, or at least a little bit of my body. I don't have a ton of space, but I'm at least gonna do a little bit, okay? And we're going to have our neck kind of come down here, not really close down here at the bottom, and not really all the way over here at the sides, kind of somewhere in the middle. We're gonna have our neck come down, just these short little lines, and then we're gonna have it curve over. So we're gonna make these little curves there, okay? And then we'll just have that curve just angle and go toward our paper. So something like that. I need to fix this one. He's got a little bump there for his shoulder, and we don't want that. There we go. Okay, I'm happy with that. Then draw a curved line here to show your shirt. Here we go. So now we have our head, our neck, and then part of our shoulders. Okay. All right, now we're gonna move back up here to our face, okay? We're gonna put our ears on the side, okay? And remember, the trick with ears is to draw the letter C. You're gonna draw one facing forward and then one facing backward. So I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna do a tall, skinny C for that one and a backwards skinny C for that one, okay? Then in the middle, we're gonna put our nose. And we don't wanna put it up here because your nose is not in the middle of your face. It's really not. We're gonna put it kind of down here at like where the bottom of our ears are. And for our nose, we're gonna draw two skinny, almost like sunflower seeds or like seed type shapes like that. That's gonna be for my nose, okay? And then for our mouth, we are going to draw a portrait where we are surprised. So we're gonna draw a surprised face for our mouth, okay? You can do a surprised face, like a big oval, like oh my goodness, your mouth is open, you've got a big oval. So you could do, you know, something kind of like that. Nice big oval for a surprise. You could do something like that, or you could do a mouth shape where you have a line comes across, and you could do something more like that type shape, okay? So once we have this, since our mouth is open, we're gonna be able to see some of our teeth. So I'm gonna draw a line that comes straight across here and there. And then I'll add just a couple of lines there to show my teeth, okay? And then I'm gonna put my tongue, which is one curved line like a hill, and then another one curving over. So there's my tongue, okay? The next part that we're gonna do is our eyes. And like I said, we are surprised. So our eyes are probably gonna be pretty open as well. So we're gonna do our eyes, normally we do them like football shape or almond shape, I can't talk. But we're gonna kind of do them more like our circle shapes like we usually do. So kind of more like this. So it's almost like ovals, but they're kind of turned sideways. Okay, then I will put my color part of my eye in there, and then another circle for the black part. Okay, I know, looking kind of silly right now, but we're not done yet. Okay, I'm thinking we need a little bit more detail with our nose, don't you think? Okay, so what if we've got our nostrils here, which nobody really likes to talk about their nostrils, but it's the only part of your nose that really has an outline. But we can kind of show these curved lines for the side of our nose, like where the side of our nostrils are. So we're gonna draw kind of like a J and then a backwards J, kind of like that. I like that better. I think I need to move mine in a little more. Kind of something like that. There we go. That looks a little better. What if we did, no, I don't like that one. Don't do that one. I don't think that's a good idea. I think we'll just stick with this. Okay, let's draw our eyebrows, okay? Because we talked about this. Eyebrows are like the unsung heroes of your face. Eyebrows are so much more important than people give them credit for, okay? And this was very obvious when we were all wearing masks. Because if somebody was angry, how could you tell? Their eyebrows. You know, they had furrow eyebrows. If somebody was surprised, they're nice and big. You know, if they're sad, they're kind of drooped. So eyebrows show a lot of emotion for your face. So we're gonna show our surprised eyebrows. So you can look at your neighbor and kind of look at their surprised eyebrows to know what shape they are. But they're nice and tall, okay? So we're gonna draw like a curved line up here, and then we're gonna make them thicker, like that, okay? So we have a very wonderful surprised face here, okay? So we've got our surprised mouth, we've got our nose, our surprised eyes and eyebrows. If you wanna add a few eyelashes, you can, you don't have to go crazy, okay? Your choice, okay? Now that we have this, we're gonna start coloring. And you may be thinking, Miss Montague, we don't have hair. I know we don't have hair because next week we are gonna do something fun with our hair, okay? So being in Kansas, we definitely get this a lot. Like, it's windy out there right now, right? Like, we get a ton of wind and it blows practically all the time and it makes our hair go absolutely crazy. Even my boys who have our short hair, right, goes absolutely bananas out there with our wind, okay? So we're gonna do a portrait of ourselves where we have some really fun wind-blown hair, and we're gonna have fun with our colors too, okay? So this is what our portrait's gonna look like. Next week, we're gonna come in and we're gonna use some watercolor paints, and we're gonna make our hair look like this, okay? We're gonna use some fun colors, or you can do your color of your actual hair. That's fine too. But we're gonna add some fun colors here and make our hair look like it is going crazy in the wind, okay? We're gonna have a wind-blown portrait, okay? Another thing you can also see here on my portrait is I added in a few more details to my picture, okay? So if you want to put on glasses, because you wear glasses, that would be a great idea. I put earrings here. I added some more details to my ear and my shirt down here. You can do that as well, okay? We did our nose a little bit different that time. I like our nose better here, okay? So if you want to add those details, you can. But once we get to this point on our picture, we're going to use our crayons and we're gonna start coloring, okay? So remember, you don't need to do your hair on yours, but you can make sure to color your eyebrows, okay? And hopefully you've got some skin color crayons in your caddy. If not, you can ask Miss Volker and she can probably help you find some. Excuse me. But we are going to color our windblown portrait here. A couple of things I want to make sure that you know. This center circle of your eye, that's not the colored part. That's what's called the pupil. So that's the black part of your eye. So make sure that you color that inside circle black, okay? And then this circle here, this is going to be the part that's your color of your eye. I have green eyes, so I make mine green. Okay, so that's going to be your eyes. So that's where we do the colors for them, okay? And then the other part of your eye just stays white. That's the white part of your eye. Okay, then the other part of your picture that's also going to be black is your nostrils here, okay? And then this part of your mouth right here, not your teeth or your tongue, but this part back in here, okay? This is gonna be black back in here because this is like the back of your mouth. And unless you got a flashlight shining in there, it's a little hard to see all of that, okay? So there we go, okay? Then you can color the other parts of your face to make them look like you. Now that we have your portrait all colored, remember if there were any places that you wanted to add on extra details, you could. You can do them with pencil, you can do them with crayon. I need to add in my glasses, don't I? Make sure that they connect with the top of your ear. Okay. And you can do your shirt the way that you would like to. It can be the shirt that you're wearing, maybe your favorite shirt from home, a shirt that you've seen at the store that you'd like to have, your choice. But remember, you're not gonna see a ton of detail for it. This is just the very top part of our shirt, so we don't gotta go crazy, okay? When you have this done, double check, make sure that your name and class code is on the back. Okay, you're gonna put it in the turn-in box, and then you may get some free draw materials. And then next week, we will add on our hair, okay?